What is the basic HANA purpose? What is the meaning of HANA?
HANA high performance analytical process. HANA is database.
Correct. SAP's own database.
SAP's own database.
SAP's own database. Actually, earlier till now, SAP, you see my screen, right? You're able to see my
Yes, sir.
screen. So it was supporting Oracle DB2, Sybase, whatever the databases are available in the market, Sybase, Informix, or DBMax, for example. All these databases, it supports SAP. Okay. Now SAP has come up with their own database developed. That is nothing but HANA. SAP's own database. Okay. So now HANA is S4 HANA is also we call it S4 HANA. S4 HANA means simplified fourth generation HANA. So as of now, till now, right, there was system ECC, SAP ECC, means enterprise core components. This is there for last maybe last 30 years. This is the system. This is software. Last 30 years, maybe approximately. Okay, which was running in all these SAP different databases now. This now it is converted into the S4 HANA. S4 HANA is not only HANA database, so it is contains all the new features, all Fiori based applications. Fiori means all app based applications. Apps, you know, right? We know it all. Apps. Instead of GUI, they use the apps to create materials, sales address, purchase address, all these things. So SAP is not going to support the ECC old systems, old SAP software, ECC software. Going forward, already they have extended two deadlines. Now the current deadline is 2027 now. I think they made already 2030. So till 2030 only this ECC system, old system will work. And from that time onwards, everything should be in S4 HANA only. So what clients are doing is they already, okay, in the ECC only also, they made already SAP HANA database already. This HANA database. Already first they moved the database to HANA. Now they are moving to S4 HANA. This is S4 HANA. Now this is converting to S4 HANA. S4 HANA comes in the two versions, three versions. One is on premises. Okay. Where GUI will work here still. GUI will work still here on premises. So other one is public cloud. public cloud version. So the public cloud version, what is the cloud meaning? What is the meaning of cloud?
remotely access
Hmm.
server, remote server,
Which one?
cloud also,
Cloud means what could be the meaning?
like
Basic.
remote
Hmm.
database.
No, remote actually. Cloud is basically a shared model, sharing model, right? Cloud kitchen, we call it cloud kitchen, right?
Ah,
Same model here. So cloud kitchen will be somewhere in one place. From that cloud kitchen, you can supply to different restaurant the food, right? The same thing here as well. The cloud means the common place where more than one company will have their their servers available. Then you will be charged based on the subscription.
It's like internet, right?
Hmm.
Internet.
Based on
Internet.
like internet, like internet. So based on the usage, you will be charged. Now all the clients are going to the this model, cloud model. But SAP, there is a lot of different challenges are there. So I was talking even yesterday also, I was talking 2 days back also. So many people I am talking recently about that, how the model is going on.
it's Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Hello. So SAP companies, clients having the option whether can go to either on-premises like this or they can go to the public cloud. Public cloud means SAP will maintain the systems here. This is SAP. SAP company. SAP company will maintain all these systems, version upgrade, system maintenance. And one more option is private cloud. Okay. Private cloud will be having a little bit more flexibility. Control will be something in their hand, these people, client as well. But here completely the systems will be taken care by the public SAP company in the public cloud. Okay, it is client's decision. Okay, but company is focusing more on the cloud, the SAP company. Okay, cloud main difference will be a lot of environment will be different. This SCGUI GUI will not work, so we should write the code only in the Eclipse only. And MM01, like the transactions will not work with the GUI, it will work only with the Fiori applications only, apps only. Okay. See, all apps, how it works is like this. How it looks to apps is, if I go to system, so you can go to your Fiori Launchpad here. This is Fiori Launchpad. Mm. This is apps. Suppose if you create invoices, okay. So it looks like this. What is the purpose of apps? What is use of advantages of the apps compared to normal things? General in general.
You can use mobiles,
Correct, correct.
tablet,
Tab and laptop.
laptop.
Laptop. So hence this model is going on now. But SAP point of view, still on-premise is GUI only people are comfortable. This is because industry applications, not any website. It's not web-based applications, right? Basically. But anyway, this is the concept. So it will work only to the apps only now. In the S4 HANA, if you go for the cloud, you cannot create MM01 to MM01 here. So here in on-premises means in the client place, client will be holding all the servers, their own servers. Okay. Here the updates is yearly update. Yearly new version will come here. Here in the public cloud or private cloud, quarterly. Quarterly SAP applies new versions. New versions on the cloud-based systems. It is a concept here. Now, whatever that we are using the system, right? That is 2023 S4 HANA. S4 HANA 2023. So every year they will release one version. They will call that with the year name. S4 HANA 2023 we are using. Already 2024 came into the market. Okay. 25 will come December like that. 24 I don't see it still available in the market for us training point of view. Okay, in the companies also maybe 22 or 23 like that they are using the version. So you can see that version here. To go to here. You can see server name itself. You see 2023 here. You can see inside also. You go to here. You can see here. System status. You can find here. If you click this button details, you can see the version here. Install product version. S4 HANA on premises. This one. You see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Database also you can find out here the database here, HANA database. You see here HDB. So I will show
Yes.
you other system which is not HANA. If I go to my other system, we go to system, status. Do you see here what the database you can see here in my system? What the database you are able to see?
Oracle.
Correctly. And you can see the version here as well. This is the SAP ECC core component. This one. You don't see anything HANA here. Okay. One more thing, ABAP version also is there. ABAP version you see here 7.4. 740 we call it 774. ABAP versions. ABAP version is ABAP version. HANA database supports only ABAP version 7.4 or higher of that. This they will ask what version you have done or working on ABAP version. ABAP version or nothing but NetWeaver version. NetWeaver is the platform for the SAP applications. ABAP version 7.4 onwards, HANA will work. Before 7.4, HANA will not work. And we also call 7.4 is very important. All new ABAP syntax works from the SAP ABAP version 7.4 onwards. Okay. We can see in SAP S4 HANA what is the ABAP version. We go to here system status. You can see 7.58. Yeah, 758 means we call it 7.58. This is the version latest in this system version 7.58. 7.58. ABAP version 7.58 is the version in S4 HANA 2023 on premises. Okay, na? Okay. This is all one guy for interview preparation. He has prepared this document. He shared to me, I shared to you. Okay, na? This document, Word document.
Okay. Thank
But a lot of these CDSVs or slight changes are there. Still is good document. This is the document which I said to SAP to you. Basically, advantage of the S/4HANA is data execution will be the fast. All the applications. Application means all programs, so all business transaction codes. So all these things execution will be faster because it works on the in-memory concept. In-memory concept is like this. This is CPU and this is the RAM. Okay. And this is hard disk here. So RAM is next to CPU, right? So everything will be stored in the RAM only, the data here. Instead of going data from here to here will go as a backup service only. But otherwise, everything now communication will happen to RAM only from here to here. Okay. This is what in-memory concept. You can go to this advantage and all theory. So this is also the HANA database. It is not just only the latest HANA database. Okay, because of this hardware advancements, SAP has come up with a lot of these features included in the database, so that all the applications will execute faster. So data will store in the column store, compression format. This is all internal mechanism. Programmatically, you don't need to know which the compression of all these things, but this is internal mechanism. This is important point. You can note down later when you are going through it. In-memory computing and a shift of performance bottlenecks. Historically, database systems were designed to perform well on computer systems with limited RAM. Right? Earlier, RAM was not much capacity. This had the effect that slow disk input-output was the main bottleneck in data throughput. Consequently, the architecture of those systems was designed. They focus on optimizing disk access or disk access. For example, by minimizing the number of disk blocks to be read into the main memory and processing a query. In addition, CPUs had a single core and networks were so slower earlier scenarios. This is a past earlier. Now CPU will take the data from RAM. Right? So RAMs are now within coming 2 TB, 5 TB also, right? This is the row store and column store concept. So what it is saying is, they say that when internal data is stored in the column wise, okay, it is well optimized for getting the data for the analytical queries. Analytical queries means like sum, average, total, like this type of queries. There. We can go through this one. SAP HANA database supports two types of table. Okay. Suppose you have the data a table, right? So this is how the row format it stores. Each row, right? US alpha 3001 row. Second row is US beta 1250. Third row is JP alpha 700. Fourth row UK alpha from. But whereas if it is a column store, okay, so entire column data will store as a one box here, country, the whole country. Whole product as a one in one box. Whole sales as one. This is internal mechanism, how the data stores internally. As a web programmer, you don't write any code specific to column store different and row store different. Okay, you can see that row store, column store in the system. Oh, you go to system. You can see here. Okay, you go to table. More. You go to database here, technical settings. You can find here column store here. Any questions here? Hello. So you have to go through these points. They will ask when to use what interview. So whenever column store is best is column calculations are typically executed on individual or small number of columns. Table is searched based on the value of a few columns when you are searching. And the table has a large number of columns. Table has a large number of rows and column operations are required, like any aggregative, right? Functions, average, all these things. High conversion rates can be achieved because the majority of the columns contains only a few distinct values. Row storage application needs to process only one single record at one time. Okay. Application typically needs to access the complete record, not only specific fields. So complete all the fields. Complete record means all the fields. Columns contain mainly distinct values, so comparison rate would be low. So where you don't need aggregation functions, average, sum, those things. Those cases you go for the row store. Okay. Okay. Next, this is very important. A web point of view, HANA works on the concept of code push down. What could be the meaning of code push down? There are two things: code to data, code pushed on. This is earlier is code to data, and this is a earlier version. Now this is code to code pushed on. Code pushed on. Code to data means bring the data into application layer from DB layer using select statements and process the data inside the application layer using ABAP statements like read, modify, loop statements. Whereas here, complex data will push to, sorry, complex code will push to SAP DB layer, where we can write complex SQL queries like mm, simple arithmetic case statements we can apply directly into the database. This is the concept. They will ask the code push down and code to data concepts. What is the code push down concept? Okay. So which are the code push down concepts is in SAP ABAP? Sorry, S4 HANA. So we call as ABAP on HANA, nothing but ABAP on HANA. ABAP on HANA means ABAP development S4 HANA system. This is a concept here. So code push down concepts are, this is code push down. Code push down concepts are new ABAP syntax. CDS views and also AMDP. ABAP managed database procedures. Okay, this is not very regularly we use AMDP concept, but this is very important for entire future. These two concepts, new ABAP syntax and CDS views. Okay, this is code push down concept. Using this one, you are going to push the code to SAP database layer. Okay. So this new ABAP syntax, it supports from ABAP version 7.4 onwards. New ABAP syntax. Even it could be non-HANA database also it supports, but up to some extent only, not a full features of ABAP new syntax. Okay. This is what code to data. Okay. Okay. Now, so when it comes to HANA development environment point of view, okay, as for HANA development environment, okay, it is still GUI will work for, as I said already, on premises. GUI for on premises, for all traditional applications, except CDS views. It will not work for CDS views, GUI. So it got for Eclipse only. This is Eclipse. This is suitable for Eclipse environment for on-premises as well as the cloud applications. The cloud. So once you do the development in the cloud, sorry, Eclipse, Eclipse can be connected to cloud system, and on on-premises system as well you can connect. Okay, you go to here. Okay, you can connect through Eclipse or you can connect to the HANA Studio. HANA Studio is also like one tool where you can use the ABAP. You can write a code ABAP in the Eclipse using the Eclipse inside the cloud, inside the HANA Studio. At the same time, all the DB activities can be done in the HANA Studio. HANA Studio. So you can do it your ABAP work and as well as the DBA activities. HANA developer, we call it ABAP HANA developer. So those things can be done through the HANA Studio. So where do you connect is if you go to HANA Studio. So this is the Eclipse. In the Eclipse, so there are ABAP perspective, we call it perspective. HANA Studio works on the Eclipse. Platform is Eclipse here. This Eclipse. In this, you will be having the ABAP perspective. Here you write the code where you write your own your ABAP code. ABAP code. And we can connect backend SAP system from Eclipse. Backend SAP S4 HANA system. Okay. How it will be done? How it is work is, suppose if you go to window, perspective, open perspective, other ABAP perspective, click on OK. Then here I should create a project. Okay, create ABAP project. Then you choose the S4HANA system of the GUI system. Select this, click on next. Then should you click on next. First time only this one. No? Give the client number. I think client number is 400. Client number is 400. And username is same log username what you use for the GUI. Username and password. Username and password. Now backend S4 HANA system will connect. Click on finish. You can see S4 HANA system came here. Then you can create a package here. Right click, new ABAP package. Programs. Click on next. Right, click on next. Click on finish here. Click on finish. Application component here. Create a new request. Web objects system using Eclipse. Click on next. Created the package. Now you can make this package as your favorite package. Go to here, right click, add package, give the package name, and it comes now under your favorite package. This one. Okay. So now here you can create a program, so I can do it. We can do it. Okay, stop here, stop recording. Finish.
Yes, sir. Fine.